everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been probably about 5 months since I posted on here, but I thought I need to revive my YouTube channel at some point because I really like doing it. I just needed to find the time, but now I'm going to try and work out some time to get everything done. And I wanted to show you Mabel as well because I've kind of started getting used to handling her more now, and yeah, she's been a good girl. Sometimes she's not a good girl, but I thought I'd do a little video on updates with breeding geckos, updates just about everything in general really. My boyfriend's gonna read me some questions and I'm gonna answer some for everybody, and hopefully it will, you know, give you some more info about where I've been, what I've been doing, how Mabel is, what's going on, just in general. Oh, this is Mabel, by the way. She is, if you don't know, she is a Max Snow Heterempa Het Eclipse leopard gecko. She's super cute. She is like just over a year old now. It was her 1 year birthday in July. So she's like 1 year, 3 months old, something like that. So yeah, she's really cute. She can be a bit jumpy, like fast, but overall she is quite placid. Come on, Corbin, let's give some questions. So where have I been? I've been literally in my house because I work from home. What I've been doing lately is a lot of art commissions. I started a new art sort of, it's not even like a new page, it's just on my page, but I've been doing a lot of like wood slices for people's geckos, people's dogs, cats, whatever. And I do a lot of big paintings as well, so that's kind of what I've been busy with. I also go to college 1 day a week and I work from home as well. The reason I kind of stopped my YouTube channel was because I started doing gaming videos, which I really enjoyed, but then like loads of technical stuff went wrong. Then I ended up not actually liking the game because it just became like a bit of a chore, if you get what I mean. So I kind of stopped doing that, and I want to focus the majority on leopard geckos, because I do have some happy, exciting news soon coming in the video about some more leopard geckos possibly. So yeah, sorry if I'm getting a bit distracted because Mabel's moving, I don't want to drop her. But yeah, there's no real reason why I stopped YouTube apart from the fact that I was just getting a little bit unmotivated with it. I didn't really have any video ideas, and the editing kind of became a bit of a hassle, but I really do want to start again and I really want to get in the swing of things again. So that is why I'm back. I've got lots of video ideas lined up and lots of exciting things coming up on the lead up to Christmas this year. So I actually plan, I don't know if I mentioned this last time in the YouTube videos, but I actually am going to start breeding leopard geckos next year. I've changed my mind honestly about 50,000 times with this. Honestly, I'll tell you the whole story. So basically, I wanted to start breeding. I was going to actually breed this year. Got reserved 2 geckos. One was the same as Mabel, and then one was, oh, be careful, Mabel. One was the same as Mabel, and one was a copper tangerine shrimp or something like that from Dave. They were both from Dave. He was really nice, gave me a good offer on 2 of them together. I was like, oh my gosh, I put like the reserve money down, and then I got all the like setup done, everything was ready, and then my mum just said all of a sudden I'm not having this anymore in her house, which is kind of understandable. So at the time I was a bit annoyed, but yeah, so that happened. Then we went on and I was like, do you know what, like now I'm actually getting my own house, so I was like, oh, I'll have a lot more freedom then. So I then reserved lots of geckos from Dib and some from other people. In total I reserved 12 geckos. Not only reserved, paid for everything, ready to go, but then everything went wrong because I was going to keep them at my auntie's and my house. I didn't really think through where I was going to keep them because I actually thought that I would have my house by then, but I actually don't, because that house sale actually fell through. So now we're getting a new house and we're not 100% sure when it's going to be, but then overall I had to cancel some of my geckos. So now I'm getting 4 leopard geckos. Okay, 4 new ones. So Mabel is the 5th. Yeah, so I'm getting 2 next month in the October run for MCC couriers. MCC, I've never used them before, but they seem really reliable, really good. And there's one called Apollo. He is, well, I had to pick a couple to keep, or 4 to keep out of the 12 that I was getting. So Apollo is from Sharon. I thought if I just get one from, like, you know, each person, then I'm kind of making everybody happy. So Apollo is a white knight, and that's his genetics. White knight means blizzard, eclipse, and bell albino. So yeah, that's his genetics. He's pure like white/pink. Yeah, so he's really, really cool. I've heard that white geckos can be a bit nippy and a bit angry, but I don't know if that's just a myth or whatever. But apparently he is really sweet and really cutesy. So then we're getting Clementine. She is a Sunfire radar from Dave. Sunfire is one of his original lines that he's created. She's really, really beautiful. She's got like ruby red eyes. They're both going to be bell albino, and they're both going to breed together, those two, Apollo and Clementine. I've got tubs set up for them. I've got some racks set up. I'm going to do a video all about my racks and my tubs and the setup of them all. I'm going to do like a setup video of all of my racks and tubs and things like that, so I can show you, because I actually use 50-litre really useful boxes, and my dad made me some racks out of IKEA and IKEA wardrobe. So I'll show you, like, I don't know fully how he did it because he's more the person for that, but I can just show you what they look like to give you a bit of an idea. But yeah, so that's, I kind of dragged that out a little bit, but yeah, we're getting 2 geckos in October, so they're mainly the ones I'll talk about, and then we're getting 2 more in December. Whee! Yeah, 2 more in December. One from CK Geckos and one from Leopard Gecko London, so that'll be really exciting. And there's also 2 amber sunglows that I should be getting, but that's like at a later date. We don't have to worry about that one yet. I'm kind of just worrying about the ones that are coming the soonest. That's basically my plans with breeding. I think I'm going to breed Mabel to a boy that I'm getting in December, and then I'm going to breed Clementine to Apollo, and that's basically going to be all of my breeding next year, because I don't want to overwhelm myself with too many females, because they each can have like 6 to 12 babies, probably even more each, and you can never like guarantee how many are going to come out. So I don't want to, like, what if they both come out with, like, I mean, the worst case scenario, but well, this isn't bad, but they come out with like 14 each, 16 each, which I don't think is very likely, but you have to be prepared for these things. And if I had like even one more gecko, it's going to be like so many babies. So yeah, and then I've got like 2023 set up as well, like deciding what I'm doing for that. So yeah, that's my breeding plans. I'll probably go more thoroughly into detail with it when I get a chance to like have a proper video like dedicated to it. But that's basically it for breeding for me. So a lot of you probably want to know how Mabel is getting on. Well, I've told you that she's like turned 1 now. I can't remember how old she was when I got her. I think she was like 7 months or something like that. As you can probably see, she is quite chunky. She's not letting you see because she's poking her head up, but I don't want to tip her too much. She doesn't want you to see. She is quite chunky, and she's really good at eating. She loves locusts, they're one of her favourites. Waxworms, she goes crazy for waxworms, but she loves mealworms, locusts. She's not too keen on dubia roaches, and she's not too keen on morio worms for some reason. She might grow to love them, but at the minute that's just not what she likes. We try and get her out, like, you know, most nights if I can, but it's usually like every few nights, every other night. But she's actually very, like, when you just like hold her like this, I just touched her tail back since she jumped. When you just hold her like this, she's actually quite placid. Like, I always think, oh my gosh, she's so jumpy, but she's actually not. She's actually quite well behaved. So yeah, this is her. For anyone who's like never seen a leopard gecko before, they have eyelids. I don't think many geckos have eyelids. She has this like spotty pattern like a leopard. Yeah, Mabel is really good. She seems really happy. She was in a vivarium like I showed you all in like my very first video. Probably showed it in quite a few videos now, but now she's in a 50-litre tub. If any of you think that's cruel, I kind of understand where you're coming from, but the surface area, as in like walking space on the bottom, is actually very, very similar to her vivarium. Like, basically a very, very similar bottom area. It's just not as tall. But for leopard geckos, it's not absolutely essential to have a really tall tank, because they don't climb. They're not like crested geckos. They don't stick to the walls or anything. They just sort of stay on, you know, one level. And now I use non-loose substrate. I can't remember what I really did in the last video, whether I was using loose substrate or not. I think I went to use non-loose substrate, then I went back to loose substrate, but now I've gone back to non-loose substrate because it's so much easier. I clean her out every Sunday, just completely scoop up all the poo all in one. You don't have to like have any dust or any dustpan and brushes, just scoop it all up, take out fresh paper towel, put some new stuff in, and you're good to go. It should be really nice when her boyfriend comes. Her boyfriend is called Neo. He's the exact same genetics as her, so I'm hoping we might be able to get at least one super snore out of them next year. I don't want to get my hopes up and be disappointed, but I think the chances of it are like 25% when you've got two max snores, and I'd really like to see one if one just came out. Or even any like visual eclipses. That'd be really cool, because I love eclipse geckos, and I'm not really getting any that are visually eclipsed. There's a lot of het eclipse geckos, but not as many actual eclipse geckos. I know that like Apollo is and Clementine is, but it's different when they're like an albino as well. It's quite cool when they're just a non-albino as an eclipse, if you get what I mean. So yeah, I just wanted to answer a few like questions. They're not really like proper questions, they're just sort of like topics. But I hope you all enjoyed this YouTube video, and I'm going to be doing a lot more YouTube videos as well. I've got some more lined up. I'm actually going to Doncaster Reptile Show in November, so I will take you around there, and I'm going to sort of be reacting to my older videos, letting you know what's changed, what's different, what's you know, updates about anything. And then I'll also be doing a video unboxing my two new leopard geckos in October. And the courier run starts on the 11th, but I'll get some official dates soon about the exact times and dates that they'll be coming here. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I will see you next week with another video. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this update, and I hope you enjoyed seeing Mabel's face. Thank you. Oops. Goodbye. Mabel, say bye.